Welcome to our English class. I'm Желаем, and today you will learn English with me. Are you ready? So let's start our lesson then. First, I will show you pictures and then ask some questions. Children, look at these pictures, please. Who are they? Of course you know them. They are all your favorite superheroes from American comics. And who is in this picture? Yes, you are absolutely right. He is the Kyrgyz national legendary hero Manas. And what about this picture? Have you ever seen him before? No? He is the legendary hero of England, Robin Hood. And the topic of our lesson is the legends about Robin Hood. And today we are going to watch the video about Robin Hood, read the legend, then we will do some tasks, and after that we will play a game. But before, let's learn new words. Arrow, arrow. Children, try to repeat after me. Arrow. Bow, a bow. Feather, feather. Archer, archer. Sheriff, sheriff. Forest, forest. To rob, it's a verb. Rob, to rob. For example, this man robs banks and houses. Rich, it's an adjective. Rich. For example, he's a rich man. Rich. Poor. It is also adjective. Poor. For example, a poor man. He is a poor man. Money, money. To catch, it's a verb. Catch. For example, Tom catches butterflies. Catch. Intelligent, it's an adjective. Intelligent. For example, he is so intelligent because he knows everything about everything. Intelligent. Well, children, let's check if you could remember these words. You have to match the pictures with the words. Great job! Now let's check it all together. Feather, bow, arrow, forest, archer, sheriff. Well done, children. Match the pictures with words. Okay, now let's check together. To catch, to rob, money, poor, rich, intelligent. Well done, children. Now I have very interesting video for you to watch. And you children, please listen to the story very attentively and try to understand what is it about.
People have told stories about Robin Hood for more than 700 years. Nobody knows if he was a real person or an invented character. In the legends, Robin was extremely intelligent and had a playful sense of humour. He loved playing tricks on people.
Pick a card, any card.
The stories say that Robin Hood was a skilled archer, and he always carried a bow and arrow.
Too easy.
He wore green clothes and a hat with a green feather. He lived in Sherwood Forest with a group of outlaws, or criminals, known as his Merry Men. The group included Friar Tuck,
Yummy.
Little John, who was unusually tall,
Little is just my nickname.
and Robin's true love, Maid Marian. Take that! Sherwood Forest was a royal hunting forest near Nottingham in England. Most people thought that forests were dangerous places to go. People travelling through the forests were often robbed by outlaws.
Your money, please, my lord. Oh no, it's Robin Hood.
The stories say that Robin Hood only took money from rich people so that he could give it to people who needed it. So he became famous for robbing from the rich and giving to the poor.
Here you are, my dear.
Oh, thank you, Robin. The Sheriff of Nottingham was Robin's arch enemy. It was the sheriff's job to keep the woods safe and to make sure that nobody stole the king's deer.
What's that? Is that Robin Hood?
The Sheriff of Nottingham tried to catch Robin Hood, but never succeeded.
Oh no, not again.
Centuries ago, people loved to tell each other stories of Robin Hood. Later, he became a famous character in books, and nowadays Robin is still a well-loved hero in literature, theatre, TV and films.
The video is really interesting, isn't it? Now look at this text. You will have 1 minute to read this legend, and then we will do some tasks together. Okay, children, have you read the text? Time's up! And let's do some fun activities. And the first activity is, what's the order? Listen to the story again and put the sentence in order. The legendary hero of England, Robin Hood, lived more than 700 years ago. In the legends, he was very intelligent and good archer. He always carried a bow and arrow. He wore green clothes and a hat with a green feather. He lived in a Sherwood Forest with his friends, known as his Merry Men, and his girlfriend, Maid Marian. Sherwood Forest was a royal hunting forest near Nottingham in England. People traveling through the forest were often robbed by Robin Hood and Merry Men. The stories say that Robin Hood only took money from rich people so that he could give it to people who needed it. So he became famous for robbing from the rich and giving to the poor. The Sheriff of Nottingham tried to catch Robin Hood but never succeeded. Centuries ago, people loved to tell each other stories of Robin Hood. Later, he became a famous character in books. Well, children, could you put the sentence in correct order? Now let's check it together. The first is he always carried a bow and arrow. The second, he lived in Sherwood Forest with his friend. The third, Sherwood Forest was a royal hunting forest. The fourth, Robin Hood only took money from rich people and gave it to the poor. The fifth, the Sheriff of Nottingham tried to catch Robin Hood. And the sixth, centuries ago, people loved to tell each other stories of Robin Hood. Well done, children. And the second activity is true or false. Read the sentences. Are they true or false? Have you finished? Okay, well, let's check together then. Robin Hood was very intelligent and good archer. Yes, it's true. He wore blue clothes and a cap. Is it true or false? Yes, it's false. Robin Hood wore green clothes and a hat with feather. The next, Robin Hood always carried a bow and arrow. Yes, it's true. The fourth, he lived in a castle in America. It is false. He lived in a Sherwood Forest in England. He took money from poor people. No, it's not true. It is false. He took money from rich people. The next, he became famous for robbing from the rich and giving to the poor. Is it true or false? Yes, it's true. The Sheriff of Nottingham caught Robin and put him in prison. It is false. The Sheriff of Nottingham always tried to catch Robin but never succeeded. And the last, centuries ago, people loved to tell each other stories of Robin Hood. Yes, this sentence is true, children. Great job. Well done. And the third activity is, what's the question? Complete the questions to the answer using what, when, where, why, who, did, was. Good job, children. Now let's check it together. The answer is he lived in a shared forest. What will be the question for this sentence? Yes, where did he live? The second answer is Robin Hood was a legendary hero of England. What is the question for this sentence? Who was Robin Hood? Great job. The next, he lived more than 700 years ago. When did he live? The next, he carried a bow and arrow. And the question is, what did he carry? His girlfriend was Maid Marian. Yeah, and the question is who was his girlfriend, right? The next, he took money from rich people to give to poor people. What will be the question for this sentence? Why did he take money? He wore green clothes and a hat with feather. And the question is, what did he wear? Right. And the last, the sheriff of Nottingham tried to catch Robin. What will be the question? Sure. What did the sheriff try to do? Well done, children. You were really smart children. As I promised you at the beginning of our lesson, it's time to play a game. Question words wheel. I will spin the wheel, and you have to, children, use the pointed word to make the question corresponding to the right answer within the time limit 10 seconds. Okay. Ready, steady, go! Well, let's check. The first sentence is he lived many years ago. He lived in a forest. He wore green clothes and a hat. And the pointed word is what? So, which sentence is for this question word?
Correct.
Yes, and the question will be what did he wear? Okay. The next. The pointed word is where. Well, the first sentence is he lived many years ago. He lived in a forest. He carried bow and arrow. And the pointed word is where. Which sentence for this question word? Yes, of
Correct.
course. He lived in a forest. And the question will be, where did he live? The next. Let's spin the wheel. Time's up. Well, let's read the sentences. His girlfriend was Maid Marian. He took money from the rich. He lived many years ago. And the pointed word is who. Which sentence is for this question word? Of course, his girlfriend was Maid Marian. Who was his girlfriend? The next. Let's spin the wheel. Time's up. The first sentence, he carried bow and arrow. He stopped rich people and took their money. He lived many years ago. And the pointed word, question word is how.
Correct.
Sure, how did he take money? He stopped rich people and took their money. The next, and let's spin the wheel. Time's up. Let's read the sentence. He lived many years ago. He lived in Sherwood Forest. He lived with his friends. And the question word is when.
Correct.
Of course. When did he live? He lived many years ago. The next, spin the wheel. Why? Let's read the sentences. He took money to give to poor people. He was good archer. His friends were merry men. And the question word is why, which is for reason, right? And the answer is, of course, why did he take money? He took money to give to poor people. Well, children, I hope our lesson was interesting for you, and I'm looking forward to see you again. Now it's time to say goodbye. See you soon. Bye-bye.